And a 3, 2, 1. Hello, Pickle Peep and YouTube. How are you today? Happy Friday. Oh yeah. So today I want to do our first bonus for our lookbook series. And that is we're going to go over how to get your book printed cheap. Why you would want your book printed, or if you want to keep it digital, and also where I recommend you get it printed so that you can score some massive super deals. I'm also going to let you know who I use to print my books when I do catalogs and such, and how much money I can save by using this company. So let's get started. So first off, let me show you guys what a printed book looks like. Ta-da! Now this is not a lookbook, this is a catalog, but a wholesale catalog, but still, you can see this is like a gorgeous print job right here. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? And I mean, I will say straight up, like very little beats the excitement of seeing a book that you designed and you put together when it comes in the mail and you open that package. Oh my God, is it fantastic? And the lovely Jenna here is just so gorgeous. But anyway, very little beats that kind of emotion right there. And so let's say, why would you want to get your book printed? Well, obviously this is a wholesale catalog, is mine that I have printed right here. I would really only print lookbooks if you go to a lot of festivals or if you have a lot of like boutiques who carry your stuff and that move a lot of your stuff seasonally, because maybe you want to put it out at some boutiques for people to look at, and then also, you know, like put the plaque with the link to where they can get it digitally, because that's going to be so much cheaper. And really, if you just want to hand it out, if you want to give it to maybe some of your best customers, again, giving it to wholesalers or to retailers is a fantastic idea. You're not really supposed to have prices in a lookbook. I mean, if you're doing wholesale, you still don't want prices in your catalog or your lookbook. You really should put your prices on a line sheet, which is an extra that gets stuffed inside your book, because that way if you have to suddenly update your prices, you don't have to go and buy a whole new series of books. So there we go. There's that feature. If you don't have a huge list, if you don't have people who are mega shoppers, if you don't really have stores that carry you, then you probably don't want to take the expense to print the books unless you're just going to do a one-off. And if you're just printing a one-off for you to say like this is your library of books that you've done, which is fantastic, you should totally do that if you want to. I mean, there's never a reason to not print your gorgeous and stunning book and to have it on paper. It so up-levels everything you do. And then, of course, if you print it and get it on paper, you can always do a photo shoot with your books on a coffee table. And oh my God, you just went up like 15 levels in pro right there. And it's a really good idea. I haven't done it yet. So we're going to do that one too. We're going to feature the book in some stuff. But anyway, so if you just want a one-off book, probably go to your local printer, go to a Staples and whatnot, and I'm sure they have coupons that you can do for a one-off book. But if you want to get multiples printed, then there is only one website that I really recommend for this. So without further ado, to the computer! We are going to go to the website Overnight Prints. I used to use VistaPrint for a lot of stuff. I've looked at other print companies. I have other companies for stickers and whatnot, but Overnight Prints is my go-to for business cards, postcards, and especially booklets. You can't beat them with booklets. I mean, you guys saw the quality of the one that I held up before, and I'm going to come in and show you some special things about it. Now, the very first thing that you need to do, the number one thing you do, the single most important action step from this training today is to get on Overnight Print's email list, okay? Register, make an account, and get on their email list. Let me scroll down and see. Oh, weekly deals. You can get on right here if you don't want to register right away, but you can go ahead and create an account. Either way is fine. Okay, so first thing you want to do is that, because when these people run deals, oh my God, do they run deals. Let's take a look. We're going to go into the booklet section right here. And you can see in here, they do from 8 to 48 pages. So typically when I am printing a book, it's somewhere between 12 and 20 or so pages, all right? You can have just the regular glossy cover, or you can get a cardstock cover. I just went with the cheap regular one. They're all saddle stitch, and it's beautiful printing. It's really beautiful. You can use any kind really so many different kinds of file types, main one being PDF, like we are creating right here in Canva, or if you had pages done as TIFFs, JPEGs, EPSs, or PNGs, you could do one of those as well. Okay, they take many, many different file format. Let's come over here into upload info and start files. So you guys need to see there are 2 size booklets that you can do. Now this is the only thing that would really, I would say, like to determine if you knew you wanted your book in print. Determine this, get your sizes from here, and then drop those sizes into Canva and work from there. Don't just go with the regular flyer because you may end up having to resize your pages, which is a pain in the ass. The standard book that I held up before, that is an 8.5 by 11 booklet. You can see in here, 8.5 by 11 is kind of the medium in between these 2 zones here. There's the safe zone, which is what should be the context of your document. And then there is the bleed size, which is like the real size of the paper. But the printers can't go all the way to the very edge of the paper typically. And I will let you know, from looking at my book, that the bleed, they misrepresent here where the bleed shows because it's not on this side. When I look at my book, the bleed or white section is on the interior side of the book. So that part is a little strange, but whatever. It's for the price you can get these at, it is an extreme workaround. No worries on that. And I did not do mine in CMYK, I did it in regular old hex color codes because that's what I had with Canva. I have not mastered CMYK at all, and for anyone who's curious, CMYK refers to a color coding system that is for print, literally cyan, magenta, yellow, and the K stands for black, so your printer colors, versus Canva or any kind of web media that's going to work on hex color codes, which is that 6-digit alphanumerical code. The biggest difference is that you can get a gazillion colors for a computer or a screen like that, and you have much more limited colors really on print. Honestly, not too much to worry about. Your book may come out slightly duller than you're expecting, but I have not experienced this yet with them. So just a forewarning, whatever, that's what CMYK versus hex color codes. So there are 2 sizes. Sorry, tangent. Rabbit hole! Zoom! There went the rabbit. So we have the 8.5 by 11, which is your standard book. There's also a 5.5 by 8.5. So 5.5 wide by 8.5 tall. Think like Avon or Mary Kay books. This would be slightly bigger than one of those, or right around the same size as one of those. Now, pros and cons. Con, smaller page. Pro, fits in a bag really easy. So if you are like intending to hand these out at a trade show or at a like festivals or booths or whatnot, then you might want to go with the smaller booklet size because people won't be as irritated having to carry it around because it's smaller. There we go. That's our 2 sizes. Now, let's do the fun part. This is what you're really curious about. Say, Melissa, how much is this gonna cost me? And I'm telling you, first off, make sure you get on their email list because when they run sales, they run sales. Like, that's a sale. So, looking here, this is a base level. This is exactly what I have and what I showed you before. This is the 8.5 by 11. Okay, this is for 8 pages. So if you change your number of pages for your book, it's going to obviously increase the price. I think my book is like 16 or 20 pages. So let's see. Okay, so you can see the price went up a little bit depending on how many pages your book is, but even you guys are probably going to be in the 12 ratio. So looking at that for a 12-page book, and when it says 4 cover 8 body, that just means like if you got it printed on the cardstock, your front, and then when you open it up, that first page on the left, and then your back page on the right, and then your back cover. That's what they're talking about, the 4 cover. It's both sides of your front and your back. And then 8 body would be all your middle page. Okay, and then your paper cover, so self cover is just the standard kind of glossy magazine, whatever, or a cardstock cover. The cardstock cover is going to be more durable, it's a little fancier, but it's also more expensive. And then saddle stitching is all the binding that they offer. You can get the 80-pound gloss or the 100-pound. I got the 80. It works just fine. I have not torn anything. But you can see here, 25 books, which is the minimum run you can do on overnight prints. 25 books, standard price, $279.94. This is for 12 pages. If you have the 8 pages, it's going to be cheaper. Sale price. Do you see this here? Do you see this? $45.24. Holy shit! I'm pretty sure this is the deal that I got when I did my books. That's 25 books. If you want 50 books, you can get them for $84. That's under $2 a book, people. That's an outstanding price. 100 books, $250. I mean, you can do runs all the way up to 5,000 on overnight prints. So I absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Okay, but I don't think any of you want 5,000 books. All right, so there you go. So plus shipping and any applicable taxes. When I did my book, I will show you here. I will show you. This is all real stuff. Here's my receipt. I did the 25, the original price, sale pricing, today's VIP login, whatever was. And I'm not any kind of special VIP. I just have an account with them. That's it. Just have an account. And sometimes they run 90% off sales. Sometimes they'll even do like tier up levels. So you start at silver. There's also gold and platinum. I have no need for any of that, so I haven't really looked at it. Like I buy my business card and postcard runs by the thousands now through them. So it's so easy. But yeah, shipping was $11.59. Total $56.83 for this. And this was back in May of 19 was the last time I got books printed because they were catalogs. Pro secret with catalogs, if anyone wants to do wholesale or put together catalogs, even for trade shows or for vendor events and whatnot, never put your pricing in the catalog and keep your variations as limited and as base as possible, because anything that could change in your stock, and the first thing that's always available to change in your stock is your prices, and the second might be colors, if you use colors or crystals or stones or any of that. Save pricing and like extreme specialty variations for inserts. Don't put those things in your actual book. Now, we don't have them in our lookbooks here. We just have active links, which whatever. I mean, you have your product name on it. If you wanted to then hand this out and sell it or hand it out at shows, you would stuff an insert in there that had each of those items. Maybe you did it you organized it by page number or whatever. And that would then have the prices on it, all right? Because it's so much cheaper to print inserts and shove them in your book than it is to get a whole new run of books printed, especially, if they are not running a sale when you need the books. But I'm going to say for anyone who is looking to get printed right now is the time to do it. Like, jump on this. Rush, finish your books if you want to get them printed and hop on this deal, because I have no idea how long this deal is going. I don't know if this is going to end at midnight tonight, if it's going to end at the end of the weekend, if it's going till the end of the month. I got no clue on this deal. So there we go. Happy printing, Pickle Peeps. Holy shit. That price point is like mind-blowing. Like I said, I know you can get amazing deals. So still, get on their email list. Get on Overnight Print's email list. You will not regret it. They do amazing products. I have not had any issues with them. I used to use VISTA print, and I switched most of my stuff over to Overnight Prints. I love their cards. I love their postcards. Obviously, I love their lookbooks. But there you go. That is how you get lookbooks damn cheap, and you already know how to make stellar lookbooks now, so it's just get it done, okay? Okay, Pickle Peep? Get it done. That is your weekend assignment. Get your book done, get it ordered if you want it, and otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for our next bonus. Bye! Oh, before I go, so if you think that price tag is holy shit, mind-blowing, go ahead, give this video a like, because who else tells you about these kinds of deals besides Melissa, right? If you are new to our channel, make sure while you're down there, you hit the subscribe button and comment below. Let me know if you're going to be ordering your books now or within 24 hours. I have no idea how long the sale is going for. And lastly, if you would like a review or any kind of feedback on your lookbook, make sure that you join our brand new Facebook group, the Handmade How, home of the Pickle Peeps. It is linked in the description below, and I can't wait to see you there. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Bye!